was
Ricardo
what was it called again?
Flicks. They managed to beat Ricardo Flicks, yeah, who are now currently battling out for the third place, which is also taking place at the same time.
Yes,
we'll see what both teams come up with right here. Like, I know Team Red, Team Baby Service, they can probably still play their relatively similar composition. I'm curious to see if there will be any changes coming in from Blue Team. They seem to be a bit more flexible on the spot. Let's see what they come up with.
Exactly. So it will be the Goats question
Sombra
mark
Goats.
coming out.
It's a Sombra Goats, but then we've had an Ana Wayne picking up the Zenyatta, which is not super common, but it can definitely still work.
Yes, exactly. And from the defending side, we have that double sniper composition again coming out. Very big one-shot potential with the Ash being damage boosted and the Hanzo arrows also as well. This is a really dominant comp over here. I cannot stress it enough.
Indeed. And they also have the Ash there on Battle Pants to get the Bob going. And even if you're playing against a Goats variant of some sort, it does mean that you will be able to find the last bit of value. However, Evandar is on the D.Va and our team seems to be lacking a main tank of some sorts. We're curious to see if they manage to swap it out at the last second.
So I think what's going to happen is Dristic is going to scout out first. Yes, exactly. Look at this. They're going to scout out first a bit.
However, the D.Va is instantly getting that decloak on the Dristic. By now, it's time to teleport back. He's still on the Brigade, so they're still looking for a Ghost comp of some sort, it would seem. All team comps are now visible to all players in the game. As we've passed the first 15
I think
seconds.
Evandar will roll out here and
towards a main tank.
Will Dristic take over the main tank?
Winston, yes, they're going floats, ladies and gentlemen, with Dristic on the main tank. Something possibly unheard of to many, but it's happening right here, right now, in the Overseen Grand Final.
Floats versus double snipers. It will be interesting to see. And Battleplan's already taking a Voidless.
Crucial pick right there. Getting most of the damage out of the team comp. And Dristic right now is getting kind of low, and so is Evandar. And this is very crucial. Look at Dark Dagger and look at Krill, look at Battle Pants, and their ult charges are rising through the roof right now.
Yes, they are. This is great. You already are almost entering Valkyrie range as well, which means you can damage boost your entire squad.
Yes. Indeed, and Dark Dagger takes the last final crucial shot, and Dristic's now going onto the Reinhardt, fancying maybe a bit more of a point hold, if you will. However, Gallia is just respawning, and they need to heal up and get back into this fight. But like you mentioned, yeah, the Valkyrie's coming up, but all those other ults, they're getting quite close to the mark as well.
Exactly as well. Favoring the Reinhardt here is so that they can get less poke damage in from that Rein shield. However, Cole very aggro and actually Waynen gets picked off.
He was completely split from his team, didn't manage to rotate with his tank line, and he pays for it. However, the point presence is on right now, but 2 picks of Bob and Valkyrie committed, and we seem like Blue Team is very adamantly holding on to this point.
Exactly, Bob doing the work, contesting the point.
And Gallia finds 1 pick, but it can just be rezzed by a later Ramsey, no problem.
Look at Evandar! Evandar is stuck with no mech and they're being staggered out.
And that's very rough for him when he already lost his mech in the first fight as well, so that's not a lot of full charge there. I think that we're going to see some swaps right now, because Dristic is swapping off of the main tank towards the Widowmaker once you deal with these snipers. And I can honestly say taking that Widowmaker is very good, because he does have the range advantage, and Evandar will be taking up the main tank now.
Yes, so this will be a protect the Widowmaker comp, basically. Hoping to get Battle Pants, Ramsey, or Dagger that are pushed up quite aggressively, to be honest.
Indeed.
Cole waiting again aggressively here.
Indeed, but Dristic instantly finds kill the Dark Dagger, but like we said, they need to kind of get 2 picks. It's 1 DPS versus 2, and Battle Pants finds Gala, taking all the speed out of this composition. They're kind of sitting ducks now. Core gets onto Dristic in the backline, and with no mercy there to help him, and unleash the peel. And Dristic is alive right now, and he will eventually fall. Nothing to help him in the back there. And Blue Team once again with a very convincing hold.
Yes,
and that 1 pick out to Dark Dagger, it's not too big of a deal, because Ramsey can just walk up there and maybe even get a res off, I would reckon.
If the res is up, that is.
Maybe res is not up.
Res is not up.
Apparently not. Maybe we'll miss something. Could be, but either way, Dark Dagger will be able to get back relatively soon.
Yes, exactly. They have a lot of ults up as well, but they're down 1, which means if Baby Servants can engage quickly, they are up 1 in the fight.
Support ults coming up for Baby Servants here, and you know it might take some time to get this comp rolling, but once you get those 3, 4, 5 ults going, then yeah, you're getting in. Speaking of which, we're getting the rally engage. Speed boost is on. Dragon comes in from the backline, kind of splitting the team up, but they're still kind of all on the same page here. Gallia is a bit alone up front, but Dristic finds a crucial pick and forces out the Primal Rage as well. Foilers fights Key in the meantime, and one res is going to get through, but Dristic is demanding so many resources from the enemy team. This is Red Team's chance to push. And crucial pin there onto Core, nicely aimed. In the meantime, Dristic does fall to Dark Dagger, but still, the advantage is in Red Team's favor, and they still have ults to push with this. Krill loses the mech, and the Bob gets committed, D-Bomb gets committed too. Shield is up for Evandar, no worries there, and later Ramsey does eventually fall. And Krill also dies before he can get the remake. Very good team fight here for Red Team. They're committing the extra Transcendence, maybe a bit much, but they will confirm it here. However, they will still come back with a Shatter and a Beat Drop for the next fight to get into it. It's a very close time bank, but they are still very well able to push this. And looking at blue team, I do not see anything that can really save them from any mess right now. It's going to really depend on this Mercy Valkyrie from Lady Ramsey.
However, I see some swaps coming up, and I think Mercy Goats is going to be their selection right now.
Might just like
they
take one
still
fight with
have
the
a
Valkyrie.
Tracer, by the way.
Yeah, a Tracer indeed, yeah. Dristic went onto the Tracer to just confirm the last fight. Maybe if you can get like a crucial pick. But in the meantime, he falls, taking the Stinger out of his attack, and one Shatter for Evan there doesn't land. A lot of ults being committed from Red Team when they're one down. This is very rough. Dristic now swapping onto the Diva. Yeah, and Chris falls to Krill. It would seem like Nameless is going to win this fight out based off of a Valkyrie.
Yeah, exactly. And I think personally that came because the other trans was committed last fight, even though they were up like 4. So
that was questionable, but do keep in mind, Dristic got picked off early on as Tracer, and they were fighting against the Valkyrie. And yet, Gallia and Evan are both committed their ultimates, and if you're one down and you can't get the fight won, that's very risky.
Yeah, exactly. Certainly on 2CP, where the spawns are really close.
Indeed.
So Lady Ramsey opting over here for the Ana. We've seen her using this Ana to full effect. Those anti-nades that she has been landing are absolutely massive. Let's see if she can do it again.
Just for all, as the Shatter
coming out
does not land anything from Corp, but in the meantime, there's still battle going on in the front line. There will be a slight ultimate advantage for the Red Team, though. They have the resources to push this. Chris Creek with the rally. Will he commit? Rallies from both teams committed. Evandar goes in deep, but the grab comes in on his back right there. Shatter, big Shatter from Evandar, lands on Free. Extra graviton comes in. Divam gets committed, and Free comes in favor of Red Team. Voyas takes that charge. It's only Krill and Zarya on point right now. Krill gets stunned up again, instantly loses his mech. Chris Krieg now looking to get onto Dark Dagger, who's now on the high ground, and Lady Ramp is on point. Core swap over to the emergency Hound to get this last second stall going. But it's so severely in favor of Red Team, they have not lost a single member yet, and that beat drop is coming in again. Speaking of which, Keith drops his, but only on himself and on the Brigitte right there. Red Team is looking to secure his first stick. Wayne does fall in the backline, crucial pick there by Battle Pants. In the meantime, Red Team did secure one tick and they're looking for more perhaps. Beatrop gets committed by Gallia. They need to deal with this Hammond's right now. Dristic takes down Battle Pants. Crucial pick right there. Now it's all onto the target's focus. The team is very split, playing very defensively. They don't know who to focus just yet. They need to get onto a target right now.
Mostly disrupting as well. They're making it so
but
hard.
Lady Ramsey has to. Lady Ramsey dies with the Nameless. Dristic with yet another crucial kill. Graviton comes in onto Chris, onto Dristic. The mines get cancelled by a crucial Earth Shatter, and now the kills are coming through for Red Team. An extra Graviton to seal the deal. It's only a far up in the sky. But that's not going to cut the deal. Dristic with yet another crucial kill. Only Lush on point, but it's not going to cut it. Lady Ramsey is the only one alive with a nano boost, and she's not going to be able to get there in time. A rough start, but a 1 minute 29 time bank for Red Team. Baby Servants as they complete their first 2 objectives on Volskaya.
Exactly, not a too shabby time bank, but you ideally want to see more out of a secondary time bank. I'm wondering if Nameless Ubu can actually get a bigger time bank now, because, well, the defense looks a bit shaky there, but...
Indeed, but then again, the last attack was very messy there. The only one that could really consequently get things done was Dristic. He got like those crucial headshot kills on the far, on the Ana, on the Brigitte at the start. It seems like they are struggling a tiny bit with target focus, and if they want to continue winning this map, and if they want to continue going for that first place, then they definitely have to up their game a tiny bit.
That is certainly true. Now, let's see what we will actually get for the composition. 10 seconds remaining until we have to we get to see. Oh
10
man.
seconds. I must say though, Evandar did very well in the tank battle there against Core. You must admit, Core is an incredible player with a lot of team experience, and Evandar is maybe not as experienced in that, but he's a very capable main tank in his own right, and he definitely stepped up to the plate there.
That is certainly true, and we, as much as the tournament progressed on, we get to see more Goats gameplay, and we certainly get to see that with a floats variant. Perhaps we get to see a bit.
Maybe it'll swap in a second, but we also see Baby Servants once again coming up with their well, I guess we can call it famous Anubis comp now. Getting the Far Mercy Zen with a mate going, definitely looking to punish any sort of tank engagement. I'm curious to see what Battle Pants will do, because with their current composition, they are quite able to deal with this. Let's see how they progress.
Yes, exactly. However, the thing is, I'm really a bit skeptical about this composition. Certainly now with the with not having an Orisa Diva, because first of all, this Mei is not going to do a lot. She can also almost only block off one entrance, and that's it.
Indeed, and this first point of Volskaya is so wide, you cannot really wall off the entire segment. It's going to be some clutch plays, and maybe onto an aggressive tank. Let's see how they end up doing this.
Alright,
Blue team is scouting out the composition.
Oh no, Cole will stay on the Winston.
They're going to stick with triple tank dive for now. What target would they be going for? The only target they would really have is Foils if he's low, or Wayne on the Zayata. However, Core jumps in,
first
gets
they want to deny
frozen
the
up and walled off. A very clever position there by Dristic, and they find all the damage. And in the meantime, Gallia falls, Battle Pants, crucial pick. And it would seem that right now, it would just be a good moment to regroup for the blue team. Key is being chased down by Zarya and by Dismay, but they do manage to get out alive just in time.
Exactly how Core is back already, and Gallia is still coming from spawn, which means they will be up 1 in the fight.
Very good re-engagement there coming in from blue team now. Curious to see how they'll play it out. Dristic is still on the May here, but in this case they're looking a bit more clever on where to go. Wayne has been spotted out by Core, but he does drop quite effectively.
Okay.
Crucial pick right there. No supports really in the lineup now for Red Team. Pharah in the meantime poking away at Core right now. Target focus is a bit off right now, but they find around and completely isolated in this little building. They do take down Krill's Diva Max, so it's still kind of anyone's game. And Dristic with a crucial pick onto Battle Pants. It's a very close game, but now 2 picks suddenly come in.
Gallia flying in a bit too aggressively.
A bit too aggressively, but Key with the crucial boop kill on the Pharah. And in the meantime, Dristic gets taken down as well. Very good job there to protect their Ana.
Yes, exactly. 2.5 minutes when they cap this point, which means they will have a significant time lag of almost 6 minutes here.
Indeed. And looking at the ultimate banks, I think Blue Team will take a bit of a chill right here. Like, they've got a lot of ults coming up. Like, the only one that's not quite there is Zarya. The rest will all probably farm it during this team fight. However, you will be dealing with a Grav Barrage, a Valkyrie, probably a Shatter coming up soon with that Fire Strike for sure. Evan, they're landing a big one there.
Yes, exactly. This barrage is going to be absolutely massive. Chris Krieg will probably land it very well here. Certainly in the close space.
Nana boosted Core goes into the backline and fights Wayne once more. Chris Krieg
gets
another kill. Yeah, it does. But Lady Ramsey does fall, so that means the main healing is out of the way. Gallia with a classic Battle Mercy getting onto Battle Pants. Still a small advantage here, but Core takes down yet another support. He's eating them for dinner. In the meantime, Blue Team's getting a lot of kills going back and forth, and it seems like they will be able to cap this Dristic falls. Only his right side, there's a Hammond coming back, and the Valkyrie gets committed from spawn. Foilus is very low when he gets onto this objective. Evandar charges across together with Foilus. The Falcon Mercy with Gallia comes back, Chris Krieg on the Doomfist. The Core with yet another kill, and a Divam gets committed onto the center. Foilus taking it face first. Gallia has to contest now to get it with this Doomfist, but all the favor for Blue Team right now. Dristic coming back onto the Reaper, looking to chase down this Diva, but he falls before he can really get the damage in. All the kills in favor of Blue Team, and Zenyatta Transcendence on point. And after this will expire, it would seem that this is going to be it. However, as we say that, 2 tanks get back onto this objective. Shadowlands onto Key. Can they follow up? No, they protect him very well.
Certainly, this is actually... Oh man, this is so tense. The staggers are coming in one by one. Foilus is picking around on the point.
But not forever, not forever. Dristic gets anti-nated, instantly taken down again, once again by Dark Dagger. Chris Krieg now on the Tracer, gets the recall going. Gets us off for just a bit longer, but who can come back in time? Chris Krieg eventually falls, and only Diva there. Significantly better timing for Blue Team, and I have to highlight Core's player. It was practically flawless.
He opened up the point twice, getting the pick onto Wayne twice in a row. This guy is
and don't forget as well when Key got shattered, like that was the crucial moment when Red Team came back with Transcendence and 2 tanks. He blocked off a bit of the shatter and managed to protect Key from falling. That is so crucial to their composition. And on the first attack he got kind of caught up by the May, but he did learn his lesson from that moment on, and he played a flawless match after. Let's see if he can continue to keep this up.
This is what you want to see out of a main tank. This guy that opens up the point, gives so much space to the DPS to pop off.
Indeed, but he also got a lot of kills in the process himself as well. Don't forget they get a lot of final blows. In the meantime, we're looking at a 1.5 minute time bank for Baby Servants and an almost 5 minute time bank for Nameless Uwu. Definitely an advantage there.
Sorry, also play I really want to highlight is Lady Ramsey. She's staying alive so much right now.
Yeah, very well.
It's really impressive.
Indeed, and she's doing a very good job with those nades and nanobots too. They seem very coordinated. In the meantime, the quad tank is coming out for Red Team for Baby Servants. The Slambulance as some people call it. However, Krill will be up top there.
Did you just say coordinated, as in core?
Coordinated, not that, sorry.
They gave the nano boost to core, coordinated.
Indeed, there was no pun intended. However, Dynamite will be up front, and there will be a Diva scouting out the composition a tiny bit. Will they've spotted the 4 tanks? I'm not sure. However, they have a lot of range damage and damage amp to cut through these tanks, and I think those 2 snipers, they will find their ults very quickly. Red Team has to be super clean on their engagement here. They have not spotted out Core just yet, gets a lot of free damage in. And later
Core is getting onto.
Indeed, but he gets out just in time and got a lot of damage on in the process.
Red Team is up on the high ground, will they be able to spot her out?
They will be able to spot her out. Crow gets in there and Foilus loses mech. That's the first kind of kill that we see here. In the meantime, Wayne is falling low and he's not with his team. Red Team does not have any effective healing right now. Very good job at stoning this team out.
Yes, exactly. The boy gets his mech in trade of Krill.
Yeah, that was funny because the Baby Diva used to be voidless, but he gets the final bit of ult charge off of the Krill's mech right there. Ramsey does get a res onto Dark Dagger and Krill eventually falls. Foilus with yet another pick. Yeah, it is, but I think Red Team should have the upper hand here, unless we get picks like these again. course, Primal Rage has expired, but the Falcon comes in now. They want to commit to this fight.
Core again!
Core with another kill, and red team, they are committing to this, but so is blue team. Still anyone's game. They have 50% confirmed already. Looking to get some more. In the meantime, Transcendence does get committed, and he wants to hold on to this fight. Core is going to have a new Primal Rage relatively soon again. He's already at 6%. Core takes down Gallia, which was forced to commit, and he falls just working remake.
They're
winning
winning
looking
this!
to res. Dristic taken down, still anyone's game, but the spawns are that much closer. Dristic with a triple kill. Needs to get it now. In the meantime, Chris Creek's getting back onto his Winston. He wants to cap this point as well. And Chris Creek takes down Keon. Red team will be able to capitalize eventually. They're close to spawn to all attack, and Chris Creek with yet another kill on the Winston. In overtime, they managed to cap it, and man, Dristic and Chris Creek coming up big at the end there for their team.
Yeah, actually though, baby servants on the back of Dristic right there, capping point A, and now they only have 30 seconds left.
But do keep in mind, look at the ultimate bank. Lady Ramsey and Key both use their ultimates. Krill has his, Battle Pants does not have his, and Dark Dagger just swapped onto Reaper. Lady Ramsey does not have it either. And looking at, what's it called? At Baby Servants, they still have 3 ults to work with, including a nano-boosted whole hog. And with that new Diva Matrix, that's going to be devastating.
Exactly.
And
Huge hook onto Krill right there.
They want to D-Max, but get in. The bomb lands in. Evander falls though. This is crucial. The main tank gets out of the way. Battle Pants loses Bob right now, and Wayne does fall in the back. It would seem that blue team does eventually have this. They keep the Dristic out of the way. Devom gets him in, it creates a lot of space, instantly blows up Voidless. No second chance to get on there.
Exactly. This looks to be Team Blue's fight
over
here.
Yes,
Cole zoning out Dristic from the fight a lot. Krill losing his max sadly though.
Indeed. They do get one killer. Comes back with the shatter. You have to get onto point, and they landed it on Key once again, but once again they were able to protect him very well, and that means that there's only 1 point cap here for Team Baby Servant, and it looks like Nameless will have a very good chance at capitalizing on this here, and they will be possibly able to take out this first map to their favor.
Exactly. Really amazing play again coming out from Team Blue here. Coordinating quite well and actually getting a lot of picks, to be honest. The Bob was, well, sadly shredded by a nano...
Yeah, but that's
which was also quite crucial. The Bob took the attention off of the nano-boosted whole hog, which means the entire whole hog was invested into Bob and not any other one.
And don't forget, in the meantime, Core got onto the backline and dispersed Wayne of his life, and that means all the healing for this go-to composition just falls apart. Without that Ana, you just can't sustain forever against all that damage.
Exactly.
In the meantime, we'll see what our teams will come up with. They've been very creative so far. In the meantime, it seems like a triple tank dive composition is coming out from Red Team on the defense, and I like this. Because you have 3 tanks that can get back into fight quickly, can stall on point for a long time. After you have to be super clean in your engagement, and a lot of pressure rests on Chris Creek now. He has to take up those DPS duels, and he has to win them, otherwise his team comp kind of crumbles apart.
Yes, it is very true. These 3 tanks will be able to sustain, indeed, quite a lot, and also get on point and contest for a very long time. However, maybe lacking a bit of damage, because Chris Creek, even though he is a really good Widowmaker, he needs to, you know...
Needs to be consistently good for 5 minutes straight. And nothing else.
He has Core against him constantly now. Like,
indeed,
this is going to be interesting.
Core has been very apt, even when he was playing against Dristic on the Widowmaker, to get onto this Widowmaker.
3 tanks coming out from both sides, one with a Widow, one with a Hanzo.
Voidless gets a sleep. Okay, that's a slight advantage to the Widowmaker in the duel, you would say. However, that means that there will be a lot of ultimate charge going to this Hanzo if he shreds these tanks. Core with a very clever jumper there, but it does not manage to land quite yet. In the meantime, when it takes down Battle Path, it's a good start for this team, but he is instantly bursted down.
No, it doesn't melt as well.
Indeed, Lady Ramsey does fall, and
missing his jump again.
Indeed, and Gallia gets the rest onto win, and it would seem that this is indeed the fight to take for Baby Servants. However, they do lose Dristic's mech, and that's going to be a bit rough because he's not going to be able to get that back anytime soon. In the meantime, Core is still in the backline, wanting to get out with a kill. Chris falls off the map. Crucial pick there by Core, but will he be able to live through this? No, they get 2 picks off of Baby Servants again, and this team fight is kind of staggering out for a bit. And Dristic gets his mech back. It was a good kill by Core, but I think it wasn't really going to lead to anything. In fact, Blue Team kind of staggers out. Would have been fortunate if they were able to regroup off that 1 kill.
Yeah, they're staggering themselves out, and well, we do see a bit of ults coming up here. Primal Rage coming out from both sides.
Indeed, it's triple tank doing a lot of work.
And Valkyrie as well coming out from the Mercy, so we will be able to have sustain a bit more. Cole jumping right onto Gallia here.
They want onto Gallia and they get the kill. Crucial pick here. It would seem like Blue Team, this is their chance to go. They drop the minefield and the 3 ults committed from Red Team. They want to win this right here, right now. And
but they're still getting picked off
before he gets it back in his mech. That's crucial, and this is now Blue Team's fight to take. They have got 2 ults, 3 people up. This is their fight to win here, and then they have to go for a draw at best.
Oh.
Voidless does take down Battle Plant, but a big anti-nade lands. Voidless takes down 2! But in this meantime, the 2 tanks for blue team do manage to get all these kills. Only a Tracer alive on point right now, but it's not going to cut the deal. That means we're going to look either at a map for Nameless Uwu, or we're going to look for a possible draw. Dristic whipping out the Bastion. Clutch plays incoming.
This was an overcommitment too fast. They committed so many ultimates, but it was too fast. So they hide from one ultimate, they hide from two as well. But the Bastion coming out here. This is going to be interesting.
And Dristic, who used their ultimates, are swapping right now, so it's kind of okay. 3 minutes in the time bank still, though. I'm wondering, will blue team be able to adapt to this Bastion? They do pick a Hanzo right now to give maybe a clever angle in, but maybe you want to just have a bit of an extra DPS going right there. Is their team up is kind of intermittent. Chris gets slapped and punished.
He got slapped and killed!
Crucial pick there. However, blue team does seem to want to commit this to some extent, maybe just to bait out an ultimate. Key takes down Dristic. Crucial pick right there, and the res comes in onto Dristic, but then Gallia falls. Graviton gets eaten. Crucial pick right there. Crucial play. Diva Mech gets exploded, and a lot of kills back and forth.
Lady Ramsey! Oh my lord, your sleeps are amazing!
Wins the first map here on 2SP, and definitely a 4-3 map that was crucial once again. And like you mentioned, Lady Ramsey popping off on this Ana once again, showing what she's capable of. Definitely one of the more underrated players in this match so far.
Whoa, actually, slapped the Tracer, opened up the point with a pick onto a Tracer, more or less. And then sleeping the Bastion on the last point, so he doesn't get any damage done. This match has been Core and Lady Ramsey.
Yeah, and their coordination between one another, it's coordination, just to spell it out for you, Tyrant. Oh, and the map pick is instantly taken. Gibraltar will be our next payload map. That's going to be interesting. We've seen them on this before. But yeah, like you mentioned, Core and Lady Ramsey, they're playing together so well, and they're setting up their plays like incredibly well. It's actually impressive.
It is really impressive here. However, we will see we will see Gibraltar next, and I think this favors Baby Servants a bit more because they have a more prominent
strong.
They have a stronger DPS lineup, and they have 2 very capable DPS players on Widowmakers as well.
Indeed.
Which means that Widowmaker and looking at Nameless Uwu, I don't think the DPS lineup is more Widow favored. So this will be
one thing I'd also like to highlight. Voidless is of course a very capable D.Va player, and we know Krill a bit more for his Zarya and Hammond plays, so I think in terms of high ground control, I think this will be a slight advantage once again to Baby Servants.
Yeah, but we will see. Core's main tank play right now has been on fire.
Stellar.
I think he will be able to deny a bit of space, but we will see. We will see. I am really hyped for this.
Both teams are ready, and we're getting into this map, and it's going to be interesting because, like you said, this map may favor Baby Servants very well, and if they do so, they just get themselves back into the series 1-1, and then it's very close again, whereas it is a best of 5 if blue team manages to clutch this out, Nameless Uwu, then you're looking at a very dire situation because then red team is always on like the final point, always on match point. Crucial map coming up for red team here. Let's see what they'll come out of the gates with. 30 seconds to go. Let's speculate some things. I think they'll definitely run out with at least 1, if not 2 sniper compositions on red team with Gallia on the merch. He's getting those crucial reses in. However, I'm wondering what they'll do on blue team, because I think like the Ana Winston combination between Lady Ramsey and Core has been like so clean. I think they'll definitely be able to get a lot of work done on top of that. Or based off of that, sorry.
Exactly. So I'm really wondering what both sides will run here. I am hoping for some sort of sniper out of Team Blue so they can contest with, as I expected, Chris Creek on the Widowmaker. They're going for this triple tank dive with a Hanzo again. It has been working out wonders for them though, so...
Indeed, gotta give it to him. If it works, if it ain't fixed. If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
Exactly. And it certainly wasn't broken when they played it on Volskaya. Well, maybe a different kind of broken, but not...
Yeah, I get what you mean. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. However, Dristic is getting onto the summer, maybe just for a bit of scouting, but they may just stick to this composition if they see these 3 tanks, 2 of which require their abilities up at all times, really.
Exactly, but certainly Wrecking Ball here. If a hack comes onto a Wrecking Ball without...
Dristic goes onto the Genji. And if I'm looking at blue team, they do not have like a support that can really peel from. There's no Mercer, no Lucia, so these 2 supports, they are a bit vulnerable.
Oh, Dristic switching over last minute to the Tracer, so this means they have a bit more dive potential, but you would favor Genji here. So
but crucial sleep there! Lady Ramsey is on fire, she should drink more often.
Holy moly! The sleep's coming out!
Indeed.
Man, Pile Driver coming in, Wayne and falling low. Gallia and Chris Krieg as well. Gallia Gallia almost dead. Gallia survives.
Indeed, and Evandar in the meantime falls. They do get onto Key, and I think this dive composition with Tracer can really get onto these backline supports though in the absence of peeling. However, Core gets taken out by Voidless, but Dark Dagger loses mech. It's once again anyone's game. Hanzo is dropping to the low ground and looking to contest.
However,
but Red Team is
like
finding
Team
those
Red.
kills.
Yes, Team Red is definitely finding the kills. They're finding the picks. Wayne and getting a double kill here.
Yeah, and don't forget Voidless. He also got a lot of crucial kills, even when he is in part in Baby Diva form.
Exactly, but
now
the Baby Diva can be quite hard to hit, so
fair.
don't underestimate that little tiny gremlin.
Don't expect 2 kills though. In the meantime, Drastic's looking to get onto the backliner. He does have his pulse on red, he's very low. He needs to get some healing first. In the meantime, he has swapped onto the Moira, which may help himself, but I'm wondering if it will actually do a lot. Dark Dagger falls very low, and the Diva gets put in, creates an extra space and extra zoning. Indeed. Core falls early. That's a crucial pick from Wayne right there, finally fending for himself. Krill comes in with the power off engage and Wayne commits to Transcendence. They want to win it right here, right now, but Voidless loses mech. Dristic is on anti falls down. Gallia is looking for the res and she does manage to sneak it in, but Voidless cannot get his mech back. In the meantime, Krill is on the backline with a Nana Boost on top of him, or Dark Dagger.
Battle Pants is getting really crucial kills here.
And it's only Evandar in the front line now, but with Dristic, but it's not going to be enough. The recoil gets committed. It's only one lonely Tracer right now going to this point. However, it does instantly find a pick. Will we see any C9 potential though? Dristic is aiming for it. He is aiming for it, but the tanks are ready.
Sees it and he's staying on this point. It's mine. It's not his.
They are not giving this up indeed. And man, I'm really wondering what Dristic and Chris Creek can do, because you would reckon that they can get a lot of work done against this composition, but I'm yet to see it happen. Blue Team has been so clean, and instantly they get onto this Widowmaker once again. I think you might want to swap off the Widowmaker if you can't.
Is too much.
Indeed, you have to help your Widowmaker in this case, because I don't see the healing being put into her. Court also takes down Gallia, crucial.
Core just got a double kill again!
And he's committing the Primal Rage. He wants more. Gets onto Void, staggers him out a tiny bit, knocks him a couple times, and then finally confirms the kill. 2 old teammates battling it out. Always wonderful. In the meantime, though, Dark Dagger did lose his mech, but we're looking at 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining, and the first one has not been capped yet.
Okay, wow. Well,
gets taken down. That's a crucial stagger.
Again, Chris Krieg, we saw him as his mechanical god, but he's not being able to get that many picks as of late.
Yeah, getting onto him, and I'm kind of wondering where Gallia is, because I always feel that, like, Gallia either needs to heal the front line up with this triple time composition. He gets taken down, but Battle Pads does finish up the deal and takes down Chris Krieg. However, there is still a res available for Red Team if they wish to do so. Gallia is looking to swing into it and gets it off. In the meantime, Dark Dagger does have his mech back, and there's a lot of tank builds online once again, and support also. Blue Team will be able to stall this out forever, it seems. Court falls instantly. And I think the Nanobus just, it didn't find out. I think it was just too late on Core. This is the opening that Red Team was looking for. They commit both Diva Bombs. And the Mortal comes in, but Voidless gets taken down instantly. They're looking to get onto Gallia once more.
Coalescence actually pressuring out Chris right now from the blue box.
Dristic in the back line, gets
giving
one
up
pick.
Space.
Indeed, a nice little minefield there drops. Evandar looking to clear up a lot of those minefields with this bubble. But this team is just split right now. Evandar playing Minesweeper with his life, but a lot of kills are in the favor of Blue Team. However, Dristic finds 2 crucial kills, and Evandar takes down Core on a crucial pick, and then a Dragon Strike now comes in. It's only Dark Dagger on point, but he gets so much healing, and he eventually falls. It's only Dristic and Voidless right now, the old DPS teammates and duos, getting back onto this. And in the meantime, Blue Team's got all their players back, and Voidless is looking to stall for the end of days, but it does not look like they can complete this first point right here. Voidless is alone on point, the last one alive.
Coming back on the chase as well.
Chris finally finds a pick, and Gallia swoops in just to contest the point. Hammond now comes back to stall just a bit longer, but it's not going to be enough. It's only a Hammond once more with a Chris Krieg Widowmaker, long on the payload. A lot of stoppings getting back and forth now. Dristic finds Dark Dagger, but it might not be enough. They need more bodies on this payload instantly, but he finds yet another kill. And they lose his Dragon Strike right there, but yeah, both Hammonds clashing into one another. The point is still there, but there's still 4 people from Blue Team alive right there. Evandar looking to stall as best he can. Voidless has this touch, but he can't. 3 meters shy of completing the first objective, and this is Blue Team. If they win it right here, right now, they're 2-0 up in the series. That's such a massive confidence boost. Man, they're playing it so cleanly.
Yeah, we really saw Volskaya being decently close, to be honest. We saw big performances coming up from both teams, but Gibraltar is dominated by
Nameless Ubu. Yeah.
By Nameless Ubu right here.
Indeed. And one of the things I'd definitely look for if I was Red Team, I would want to enable my snipers a bit better. We saw Dristic get like a lot of picks at the end, but in many cases I felt that Gallia was like often forced to heal the 3 tanks on the front line, thus leaving Chris exposed and back all the way alone, and that was just easy pro for Cray and the other dive tanks, or Core and the other dive tanks.
Sure. They wanted to dive in, but they left their snipers alone. If you were running double snipers, you would prefer to counter dive, because well, then you can protect your snipers from other dives as well. Core just goes in and he gets 2 kills consistently. This is not what is supposed to happen.
However, we are seeing a bit of change in pace here. Void is going back to a signature Roadhog from the old days. We're still seeing this triple tank composition with one ranged hero, in this case, the Widowmaker. Dressing is going onto the Diva. This is going to be interesting, and Voidless wants to take his team on his back and say, well, if you can't clean it up with double sniper or whatnot, I'll just get onto the Roadhog and get this range kills for myself. But Dark Dagger onto the Bastion.
I mean, it could be just a ruse, you know, but
Indeed,
Voidless on the Roadhog is an immediate threat, certainly because of his roaming and flanking playstyle will really complement his pick potential. Chris as well, sitting up quite aggressively.
What tank coming out from blue team right here? They just want to ride this payload, and you know what?
More like 5 tanks. We got a Bastion as well in play.
Yeah.
Voidless getting hooked as well.
Yeah, true. But there's one healer and one DPS here. However, the instant hack comes in from Dristic onto Dark Dagger. He does not have the opportunity to get in now. But still, Battle Pan's fine to first pick onto Voidless, but then he falls himself as well. And Gallia does have the res online, but is there any position to get this res off? I'm wondering. In the meantime, Avendar drops onto the backline, but Bastion is set up now. The hack comes in, but it gets onto Krill, buddy blocks the hack, if you will. Protecting his Bastion, does eventually lose his mech, but Avendar falls as well.
The Bastion is still online though, and those 3 support, the Widowmaker ended. Oh no, Zen, what have you done? You're running into a Roadhog!
Indeed, and later Ramsey gets hacked up around, or it's a crucial prey. And with the Bastion already down, this looks like Red Team's gonna be able to retake on this one. However, as I said, there's still a lot of tanking presence. Reinhardt gets hacked up and Core falls eventually. Nice hook there, gets onto Battle Pans right now. They do get the Diva mech back in the meantime, but it looks like Red Team is still looking to push this.
Red Team is holding right here.
Getting the Roadhog hacked up, no more healing, no more hooking right there. And with a 1 minute first attack, they managed to hold it. And with a lot of ultimates still online for Red Team.
Yes, exactly. You would want to see a comp switch here, since setting up the Bastion will take a long time because the payload is pushed up quite far. Dristic on the flank again, wants to hack the Bastion so he can't get that third form in.
In the meantime, Core has swapped onto the Winston, but he gets instantly hooked and punished by Dristic, who is protecting his sniper round. This is exactly what we wanted to see from Red Team. He gets out for now, and Avendar wants to commit into this, but this is very risky. Avendar is also very low on HP himself, and they are committing the whole hog now. Dark Dagger takes down Avendar with a crucial pick, and kills coming back and forth with Gallia looking to res up this Roadhog Voidless, and it's equal fight once more. And in the meantime, there's someone on point, but this Moira is hacked. Very crucial hacker and very easy pick, if you will. In the meantime, Core is on his backline, and Dristic has to get into there. Krill commits the Diva mech.
The Roadhogs are dueling behind point.
Indeed, but Voidless takes down Battle Pants. Crucial pick right there, and Chris takes down Key. And that halfway into this map, and Krug gets taken down as well. It seems like Red Team is still holding on to this. And if you look at Blue Team, they invested some crucial ultimates. They invested that Moira ult. They invested the Diva Bomb, and now they're swapping some heroes back and forth. Late Ramsey swapping off, Krill swapping off once more, Dark Dagger swapping off once more.
Going back to this triple tank Hanzo dive composition, however they're missing out the Lucio, all the sand.
Core gets onto the back line, gets punished instantly again. Voidless getting into that Winston. Indeed, but at least it's forcing ultimate. Battle Pants takes down. There's a crucial pick right there, and will probably not be
rezzed. Wait, and out again. He's gonna die.
He's gonna die. He has to commit Transcendence, but he does not use the Transcendence. It's up to his tanks now to stall this fight out. Gallia might not be able to res that. We'll see how this pays out. Chris Wood falls, and it would seem like Blue Team will be able to capitalize on this. In the meantime, Red Team is committing their tankles just to stall on point and get some pressure going, but Voidless falls just as that happens. Gallia also falls, and they're also close to their ultimates, but they cannot get them off in time.
No, Wayne coming back very slowly here with the Transcendence. More stalling out here.
Together with Tracer and the Winston, but Chris Creek gets taken out by an instant headshot, and also through all that, damage comes in. Voidless now going onto the emergency hammer, but there's no one else to help him out. It's just a simple Hammond stalling this out, and he has to go in forever. Gallia gets taken out to half HP, gets instantly mowed down out of the Valkyrie form. Voidless still spinning around, but he gets taken down too. EMP comes in from Dristic, but he's the only one there. Chris Creek has to capitalize on him, but he gets taken down too. Battle Pants finding all these crucial kills. A Diva Bomb gets committed here from Blue Team, and they're looking to clean up right here, right now. It's exactly what they'll be doing.
Yes, exactly. 2-0 up for Nameless Uwu. And we saw that, we casted them last time. They didn't look that powerful, but now...
Indeed.
Against Baby Servants, this is not what we expected at all. Oh, I had to take a sip of drink there. Casting is difficult, ladies.
I can imagine.
Certainly if you're not used to talking a lot.
For 5 hours straight? Hey, stop calling a target caller, you gotta get into it, man.
Exactly that. I don't do that a lot, even in scrims. I don't target call a lot because
both teams seem ready, okay? It seems like we will be going into the one right now, okay? Dristic wants a break, though. Okay. Let's give it a 3-minute break and hibernate in between them.
Yes, exactly. I will use this time very effectively and go to the bathroom for
Okay,
myself.
go for it.
So,
yeah, we
see you
are
in a bit.
defended now. Next map will be... Okay, let's quickly check the schedule for us again, because our next map will be a King of the Hill map. It's not up to Babies, it's up to Nameless. And that was unlucky. Like, I actually thought Red Team could have definitely won that if they like managed to sustain with their ultimates. Because they had like 3 people dying with their ult like either ready or at like 95%. Right, perfect.
It's I think Wayne had a really, really difficult call to make whether or not to trance that core on him, and
it would have been like
he was really far away from the fight. If he had trance, he would have probably been pressured out again.
Yeah, but then again, it was like the decision: will you be 1 down with using your ultimate, or will you be 2 down with your ultimate in pocket and being pushed subsequently?
Do we send the message now? Then we're ready.
No,
okay.
not ready now.
Not ready now. Okay, Lijiang will be our next map, though.
Lijiang.
Okay, seems like Nameless is ready, and we will be going to Lijiang Tower, which is a map that we haven't gone to cast just yet, so I'm interested in seeing this one. We have had like all 2 CP maps.
We're still different.
Yeah, I know, but just talking among one another. I guess I'm in the mood.
Okay,
Team Red is also ready. Okay, both teams ready.
I'm gonna send the message that we're ready.
Yeah. Reading now.
Yes. "20 seconds, okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, and after a little bit of an intermission, we decided to give the teams a bit of a break to get their final strategies going. We're going to go into a very decisive map, perhaps. Lijiang Tower, King of the Hill. It's the map pick from Nameless but like we said, it's match point right now. It's a best of 5 series, and with Nameless taking the first 2 maps, looks like they may be able to clutch it out here. What are your thoughts, Tyrant?
Exactly. We're starting on the night market, and I think Lijiang Tower in general favors both teams really, because both teams has shown expertise and really good multi-tank compositions. Indeed. And certainly on things like Control Center, where multi-tanks has been a staple for quite a long time.
Indeed. However, we've seen Dristic on the Mei. If Dristic gets that Mei popping again, then it can definitely be interesting. And I think Blue Team will definitely have the advantage on the Gardens here, where I think Red Team might be a bit more of a staple leading into Control Center. So this map may be very much decisive leading into the rest of the tournament, or well, the rest of the series, if you will.
First of all, this is also night market.
Yeah, I know, but like whoever wins this, then it's going to be like a big advantage. Because both teams have like an advantage on either other map.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to see Ana Goats versus, it looks to be Ana Goats for a bit, but
Chris
not yet.
is on the Genji for now. Wondering if he will stick to it.
Exactly. So I wonder if both teams are going to run a Goats Fairy and then actually go Goats v Goats. This is going to be quite interesting because we've not casted this yet.
Indeed, indeed.
It seems
the
DPS are sticking.
And yeah, they are sticking to this. They want to get these. They are now going to get this team fight going, it seems. And Chris Creek going onto his signature Genji from like way back in the seasons. Let's see what teams will be putting up with. I'm looking at Dristic to get this team fight going, but blue team is instantly getting onto point here, not giving any space for Genji, but Core is getting slapped. Nice stun! Crucial play, and a big anti-nade lands in from Lady Ramsey right there. In the meantime, blue team has control of the point.
Control of point, which means they need to push the point, and with their DPS lineup, they're not gonna do this effectively unless they get a pick.
Genji's gonna struggle, or they get a clutch pick indeed. However, big anti-nade lands in from Wayden, but the first point control does go over. Crucial boop onto red team right there, and Evan has to charge his way to safety. And they lose the Diva Mech early on. Foil is going on the mad flank, it does eventually get punished.
Dark Dagger's getting off the picks as well, being on this high energy Zarya right now.
Eventually falls down. Yeah, surely Dark Dagger got a lot of kills, but it was nasty because blue team like instantly got control of the point, and sure they got like one D-Mech, but they lost so many members in the process.
Yeah, exactly. This Zarya is really working out. This Goat's composition in general is really working out well.
Yeah.
However, they need a better job to mitigate those anti-nades coming in.
However, Nano Blade is ready for red team. They can retake this very accurately, and there's no support yet to deal with it as accurately.
The beat is coming up.
Reaper. Avandar with a strange charge right there. Questionable, but the Nano Blade now comes in. Beatrop gets committed, but Chris Creek has to get in here. Goes instantly for Key, but Key just wall rides away. He doesn't bother. Nano Blade not finding the value that they want. Wayne does eventually take down Cora, and will they be able to get onto Key? No, they won't. They managed to make him live just for now.
Key is literally untouchable. The grab was a bit of an overcommitment there. That's very
overcommitment indeed, but then again,
he's still getting another kill.
Yeah, he does, but then again, you counteract their Nano Blade. That's such a crucial thing because now you're at a 60% time bank, and as you can see, red team is forced to swap some heroes back and forth.
They're going over to the far right now, which is a really good pick against this. However, you have Lady Ramsey. Lady Ramsey has been quite accurate as of late, so she would be able to pressure out.
Dristic comes in, Beater gets committed. They want Dristic to get into this fight. Graviton gets eaten by Krill. Crucial. Big anti-nade lands, and now Krill is now also going to throw out this Diva Bomb. Gets one kill. That's a worthwhile trade back and forth. Trades come in back and forth. Rallies get committed, but it would seem that blue team does have the upper hand here. They find yet another kill.
Definitely.
And there's another stagger onto Voidless. 85%, and it's now going to be last second touch. And who's going to be it? Is it going to be Dristic? Is it going to be Dristic? Dristic comes out with the ultimate, but can't get it. 8 seconds to go. Big shatter from Avandar, but will it be follow-up? Someone has to touch. 5 seconds to go, and Chris Crook is close, but then again, so is Gallia. It would seem like blue team with a dominant performance here. And now it has. I would really want it to be control center for sake of red team right now. That was such a clean and dominant performance there from blue team.
Yes, exactly. I think that Ego is as well coming a bit in the way for the DPS players. Not willing to switch to goats or the like. They kept sticking on this DPS core. And it didn't really work out.
We do go to control center. I'm wondering, will Dristic pull out the Mei once more? I see Krill is doing it. So they are looking to this very close range map. And I'm wondering what they'll do, because I know that Dristic can't pull it out. And Dristic is going onto the Reinhardt. Interesting swaps back and forth there. I think if they can set up Krill correctly with this anti-nades from Lady Ramsey together with the Reinhardt from Core, they will be able to succeed here. But
so it will be Snows versus a full-on Zen Goats.
Classic Zen Goats. However, they are swapping some roles back and forth, so I would say that Nameless is getting their act very firmly together, and they're looking to close out the series right here, right now. Key takes a bit of damage back and forth, the wall comes in, and a huge anti-nade pin lands in. That's the type of synergy we're looking at. And in the meantime, Voidless gets frozen up, and that's 2 kills cleanly in the favor of blue team.
3 kills from Core right now. Is this a 3k?
Indeed, Diva also gets demeched, and then once again the Reinhardt gets walled off. Dristic falls, and that means this first couple will go over to the blue team very convincingly. Core getting 75% on the Earth Shatter in combination with the Brigade and with Lady Ramsey on the Ana doing such a clean job.
I feel like I'm watching a budget fraggy right here, almost getting like the shadow up before the point even unlocks.
Indeed, in the meantime, Dristic does fall asleep, and of course he's going to let this subside now. I want to get this Maywall going when the push lands, trying to bait this Maywall back and forth, but it's really hard to push into this defensive maze. She's completely set up.
They almost have a Graviton Hoppy if they wanted to.
Dristic with a crucial aggressive play, and Voidless takes down Battle Pants. Now, Core's in a whole lot of hurt. It's very deep. Can they get the Nanos? No. Red team with a crucial engagement, and they find a 4-man shatter. That's good though. They clean the fight up very well here. I would say that's perfectly fine.
Shadow. However, they had a Graviton up and a bubble up from Dark Dagger here. They could have saved Core.
Could have possibly done it. But then again, later on, was just farming out those last percentages for that Nanos, and they just not managed to get it off. However, this does make it very close. Dristic gets punished, but they do get the kills in.
Double support ults.
Indeed, and Chris Creek finds another kill, and it's another successful team fight for red team here. They're looking to clutch this out.
Oh, but that was actually a huge trade. 1 Graviton for 3 other ultimates. The beat came out, the Zen ult came out. and the graph came out. So this means that blue team has an odd advantage here.
Indeed, Dristic looking for a crucial pin. He's a bit early and he gets walled off quite earlier because in the meantime, as you can see, still Battle Pants takes down Evandar, crucial re-engage here, but he dies just after his ultimate, and Battle Pants with yet another crucial kill. Getting all skills going right now. They nano-boost Core, they want to win this fight, they want to get into his big anti-nade lance once again.
They will be able to win this fight for sure.
Dristic.
Core getting charged.
Oh, yeah, but as you can see, Battle Pants with the counter charge are mitigating all the damage and leaving the enemy line up for grabs. Blue team is re-engaging onto this so cleanly, and Battle Pants is definitely the MVP of this team fight for sure.
Exactly, doing a lot on this Brigitte here, using the rally here.
And in the meantime, Chris Craig, they do get it up. No stagger right there, that's good for Red team, they can get a quick re-engagement. However, they are fighting into this Mei Graf combo, and for this Mei setup now into the choke, it's going to be very rough again.
They don't even have chance yet. Well, just as I say that, they will have the chance.
But Winin is on 1 HP and he is hiding for now like a very clever man, and I could not have advised anything else. They're going to engage with the Ral, the wall comes in, but it doesn't find anything. Graviton comes in on them, and the Mail's on top of that. They commit the Transcendence rightfully so, but there's a lot of damage. The Shatter comes in afterwards. They are not dealing with this. Core is wanting to win this team fight, and they're looking to do so right now. Get the first pick onto Gallia, and yet another pick. And it seems like a Ral is being put on top of it, getting all the kills and going in, but look at this. Even though you committed the Transcendence to living for this Grav Mei combo, everyone else just farms their ultimates back up. Look at this. Key has it. Ramsey has it. Dark Tiger 70% on the new one, even though he just used his.
Man, Zarya
Dristic has to come up big right now with
every single team fight.
But yeah, but still with all the Transcendence healing with a completely immobile team, the tanks for Red team have to come up big right now. Wall comes in, they get to sleep on the Dristic, gets pinned in instantly. Now is just on time, and we're looking at last fight territory. 10 more seconds. Core looking to confirm his last team fight. Gets the final pick, and that would seem like it is the series here. A map that would initially seemingly favor Red team. Baby Servants, they seem to crumble apart. Gallia is looking to touch one last time on this point, and they get the overtime.
She will.
She has to solo beat her, but she thinks she has to solo beat herself, but she cannot cast it in time. It would seem that this series is down and out. 3-0 win from Nameless Uwu. Wow. A very convincing series.
What a convincing series, and I didn't even think that was going to be that convincing. I thought this was going to be close.
I thought it was going to be close,
but Nameless Uwu on the like the whole team has been popping off consistently throughout all the maps here.
Indeed, and like I said, Core's been doing very well, but what I like is that it's been done so very well in cooperation with the team. We saw the cooperation with Lady Ramsey be so clear. As we watched this play from Dristic, a very good RF Shatter that must have been there, getting 2 kills and shattering the rest down. That was crucial right there.
This was actually humongous.
And Battle Pants is definitely one of the MVPs here in this last round especially. A very, very clean fight from them. And that means that Nameless Uwu takes this entire tournament eventually. They lost one map in the group stage, but they eventually go out to win the entire grand final 3-0, and they take the first place. We will...
This is really impressive, and to be honest, if we were to look at every player here, who would you say is the MVP out of this whole entire match? This entire match.
From this match?
Yes, the entire match, not this map.
Okay, the entire match. I mean, we could not hear their communications, of course, but I'm gonna go with somebody that's not mainstream. I'm gonna go for Dark Dagger. If he was playing Brigitte, was getting all the crucial counter stuns in to help his friendly Reinhardt, but also on the Zarya was getting all the crucial kills and follow-up going, so Core definitely a force to be reckoned with. But I would like to point out that Dark Dagger, maybe a bit in the background, a bit subtly, was getting a lot of value going, and that was very impressive.
I do very much agree here. I think personally the MVP right now is, well, how much she has been popping off this match.
Lady Ramsey.
Lady Ramsey, I mean, crucial sleeps, opening up team fights consistently. I mean, she's been performing well, and again, like we say it both, Core has been, a force to be reckoned with in this poke tournament. But I think Lady Ramsey really enabled Core here, same as Dark Dagger.
She proved herself, definitely.
Definitely, this match has been one has been
hell
a
of a ride.
Swoop. Has been one hell of a ride, and certainly a swoop. But man, this I didn't know it would be this convincing.
It happens at times. Teams get tired as the tournament goes on. We saw it in the last edition as well. But I must say a very convincing map win there. That means that all our matches to be casted for now are over. But we will be back shortly with an MVP award for the best player in this tournament. So we did keep track of who was really leading their team effectively and who was really getting their things going. Alright, perfect. We will be back momentarily. Until then.
Alright, he's muted.
Cool.
Nice.
What a finals! Jesus Christ!
Yeah.